There we go, guys. I haven't done one of these in a long time. My name's Kibbs. I'm from the Brothers Geek Out Podcast. And here is my thoughts and kind of feedback from watching James Gunn's Superman. And this is not a reboot. It's a reintroduction to the character, to the Man of Steel himself, but the world he inhabits. So we get thrown into a story here. And I think what James has done was absolutely amazing, is that he's just thrown us into a story. We didn't need the origin story again. He's just thrown us right into it. And listen, I've had such a blast. Like, shout outs to Warner Brothers Studios, shout outs to James Gunn and Peter Safran. You guys treated us well last week. And I gotta say, the film, I had a blast, like an absolute blast. It's got a great film. It's a great comic book film. And it has its flaws. It's not perfect. But, oh my God, does it have heart and charm and humanity to it? Which is like, you know, all the stuff that Superman embodies. From the first scene, you'll feel it. This Superman is different. Not because he's edgier or darker. It's quite the opposite. He's earnest, he cares, and he carries a lot of weight of both worlds, of Kryptonian and human, with his quiet strengths. It's crazy. Like, he still burdens this big, massive responsibility for where he's from and what he represents here on Earth. And James has really done that really well with him. David Corenswet steps into the cape with a sincerity and such a great presence. His Superman isn't trying to be cool or brooding. He's just trying to do the right thing. And it's what makes him magnetic on the screen. Like, the tributes to Christopher Reeve and everybody else who have donned the cape as well. It was just an absolutely beautiful moment, and he embodies this young Clark and young Superman, which I think we needed in this time. If you believe you'll believe he's kind, if that makes sense. You'll believe that he's kind and what he stands for and why he wants to do this. So James Gunn really writes the character well, where you can see his motives in this. We see Clark Kent in Metropolis, in Smallville, in orbit as well. And yet, no matter where he is, his internal struggles is the same. How do you stay good in a world that constantly is testing you? And we go through that on a daily basis. And I feel like as a human, as a person of color, race, religion, the things that we're going through in the world right now, and the underlying story that James have put into this as well. Remember, he's an immigrant that's just trying to do the best he can, and it's still an immigrant story. Gunn leans into the vision without drowning the story with too much humor and level of it. He's kept it grounded to an extent, but it's still a comic book movie. So you're going to get the comic book spectacle action scenes, which are absolutely amazing as well. And all the characters that he's brought together. And where I had a worry thinking, I maybe think too much, he balanced them out so well. And, you trust him from what he's done in Marvel with Guardians of the Galaxy. Rachel as Lois Lane. Oh my God, she is sharp. She is driven. And she's so impossible to ignore. She steals every scene that she's in, even with Clark as well. Their chemistry is insane, but she grounds Clark in this movie to such an extent. And she has her own story to put in there as well, where she's, they've come into the point where they're like 3 months in their relationship, and they have this really good conversation piece in the movie, which is like hard-hitting stuff, guys, definitely. Nicholas Hoult. Oh my God, Lex Luthor is an absolute maniacal, diabolical villain, which I absolutely hated. Nicholas smashed it. All I can say, his portrayal of Lex Luthor was spot on. If you can make me hate a character like that, then you've done your job. But his battle with Superman isn't just like physical. It's mentally and philosophically as well. And who gets to decide what's best for humanity, And, Lex has always been that character where it's like, I've done so much good and you've come here and suddenly taken it all away from me. Jimmy Olsen, oh my God, he's brilliant as well. A very cool supporting actor, and some of the stuff he gets up to, you see a darker side and this very, very upfront, very cool photographer that we didn't see before. Like, you know, he's the insider guy. Like, the Daily Planet stuff was really good. I actually wanted more of that, but to try and fit all of that into like a 2.5 hour movie is hard enough. I think what James Gunn has done and what he's accomplished, I think he's got me interested like a lot. The battles hit hard, so do the emotions. Oh my god, did the emotions get me? The scenes in Kansas with his ma and pa, emotional. Oh my god, emotional. But what Superman stands for as well. When the action ramps up, it's big, Kryptonian tech, alien threats, city scale chaos, but it's always grounded in a way where the fight matters. Superman doesn't just punch; he chooses when and how to fight, and you know how to save people and where to go and the sacrifice he's willing to make. You know, it's not empty battles. It's like, you know, every blow lands a purpose, and every save means something so much to him. So, oh man, absolutely insane. Oh man, there's so much more to this. So much to it. Listen, I cried. I'm not gonna lie to you. I cried. I cried so many times. There's scenes with Mara and Pa Kent, and you know, he really hit it. The soundtrack, you know, James smashes it. But unlike any other modern superhero films, Gunn doesn't try to force it into a tangled web of cameos and multiverse setups. The DCU is out there. We get hints. But this movie is firmly about Superman. No distractions. No wait for part 2. It stands tall on its own. All right? Listen, there's so much more I can speak about this movie, and I still need to process it. So I've got a screening tonight that I'm going to go to, and yeah, you know, I haven't done one of these kind of raw reviews straight up, let me talk to the camera, in ages. And I actually do miss this because I feel like sometimes messy thoughts work. Now listen, as I said, there are some flaws, but overall heart of the movie is in there. This is a Superman movie many of us have been waiting for as comic book fans and fans of science fiction. It blends the sci-fi spectacle with an old heart. Does that make an old school heart, if that makes sense? It honors the legacy and the character while updating him for modern audiences. It's not afraid to be sincere and going like to remind you why Superman still matters. Hopeful, heroic, human. Superman is back.